Here are parallel universe theories that will stop you from sleeping. Number 10. Infinite space. I'll be the first to tell you I am not a theoretical physicist, but hopefully the simplifications I make aren't too far off. This theory of the universe depends on the concept of an infinite ergodic universe, in which every state has an equal chance of occurring or reoccurring on a large enough timescale throughout the system. This is also sometimes called the quilted universe. Essentially, we exist within a Hubble volume. Since light can only move so fast and the universe is infinite and ever-expanding, we only observe a finite bubble around ourselves. An infinite universe would carry infinite Hubble volumes within it, and each would have an equal likelihood of every possibility occurring, thus essentially making a quilt of blind universes, all bordering one another, but each unaware of the other's existence. Throughout an infinite universe, all conditions will occur. Since the whole universe is built on the same constant principles and is infinite, there could be any variant of Earth imaginable. In an infinite universe with infinite discrete volumes, there could be an Earth identical to ours in every way, except the meteor missed Earth and the Cretaceous never ended, or an infinite number of varieties on an infinite number of varieties. Number 9. The bread loaf. This universe theory posits that the universe is ever expanding, somewhat like a loaf of bread, and as it expands, some parts expand faster or slower, and in some places, stable bubbles are formed, like a bubble in a loaf of bread. Since the universe is infinite, these stable bubbles are also infinite and become their own universes within the other expanding universe. These bubble universes are hypothesized to have different physical constants, different fundamental qualities of physics. Not fully different laws of physics, but slight changes in things like the speed of light, the gravitational constant, the Planck constant, and more. These changes result in different universes with different qualities. But again, because everything is infinite, there are an infinite number of varieties in these physical constants. As well, some theories posit that these stable bubbles could pop, collapsing and creating new universes that expand with their own stable bubbles. Number 8. Cyclic universes. Cyclic universe theories all share the concept of a recurring universe, from Big Bang and expansion to collapse and singularity before the Big Bang occurs again. There are many theories around why this happens. In one, called the membrane universes, it's posited that our universe exists on a membrane, a layer, on a larger substrate called the bulk. There are infinite membranes layered upon the bulk, and sometimes they intersect and collide. These collisions cause new universes, and as these membranes oscillate through gravity or some other unknown force over trillions of years, they continue to re-intersect and recreate new universes. Other theories posit that the internal forces of the universe pull it into a continuous boom and collapse, which may eventually lead to a fizzle. Number 7. Fecund universes. Fecundity is the property of something to reproduce, and so in the fecund universe, the universe reproduces. This was posited by Lee Smolin to explain the unexplained problem of complexity in our universe. The idea is based upon the concept of collapsing black holes creating their own universes within or perhaps on the other side of this universe. These universes could have slightly variant physical constants and would then develop their own black holes, which would have slight variations again. This sequence of reproduction acts in a similar fashion to evolution, though without the elimination aspect of natural selection. Our universe is the product of perhaps an infinite number of previous universes, each of which were slight variations on the last, progressively becoming more complex. However, it has been proven that no information is lost in a black hole, which means nothing could have been transferred over to the other side, though still the theory is interesting. Each universe being birthed from the last, infinite branching pathways, one of which is us here now. Number 6. Simulated universes. Physicists have postulated that an advanced enough civilization could acquire a theory of everything, and once they did, with enough computing power, they could create their own miniature universes. There would be no way that we can determine, so far as we know, if we are a manufactured pocket universe. However, still in the simulated universe, it assumes a larger universe that originated from the Big Bang. Hypothetically, if we survive our own pollution, we will also advance to the point where we understand the nature of the universe and can create our own. While it may seem fantastical, the cutting edge of science and physics today is miles ahead from just a decade ago. Number 5. Quantum universes. This theory of the universe is one of the most popularly well known. It states that every event, every decision will cause a branching in the universe. Picture a pencil balancing in its middle on a finger. It is in perfect balance, but unstable. Once it falls, it has a perfectly predictable path, but until it falls, you don't know which way it will go. In the quantum multiverse, the pencil would fall in both directions, each becoming a distinct universe, each a distinct timeline. Schrödinger's cat is an example of this. When the box is closed, it is not known if the cat is alive or deceased. Both universes exist simultaneously. But once the box is open, the multiverse disappears, and you join one of the two universes that come out of the box. This means there are an infinite number of universes in which single differences compound until some may be as foreign or unrecognizable as an entirely separate universe. Number 4. The Shift. Amongst the theories of time travel, one of the theories is that of self-influencing time travel. Time travel where you travel back in time and then influence your own present. Think of Back to the Future, where the actions made in the past affect the timeline and essentially creates a new universe. When you travel back in time, your timeline still continues forwards, but you jump back to a previous point. You can never again, however, return to your original point, even if you don't do anything. Your mere presence would cause changes, and you would only then be able to travel forwards in that timeline. If you wanted to return to your old life, your only chance would be creating universe after universe in the attempt to right your wrongs. Number 3. The Loop. This theory of time travel is disturbing in its implications of there not being such thing as free will. With only one timeline to operate on, going back in time and doing something would not change anything about the future. This can also be referred to as self-actualizing time travel, where every event that will or has happened will always happen. You could never change the past because the past has already happened. Going back has already happened and can only happen one way. This can also be called fixed time travel, and is honestly the least stressful kind of time travel. No need to worry about stepping on a bug and ending civilization as we know it. Everything has already happened the way it is going to happen, and there is nothing you can do to change anything. This is also, though, super depressing, and I would rather choose to believe that we do have free will and the ability to change our own timeline. Number 2. Multiverse travel. The most expansive concept of time travel, multiverse travel assumes there is a way to bend space-time to be able to reach the other universes, whether those are the other Hubble volumes, or stable pockets in an expanding bread loaf, or membranes on a bulk, or any number of other interpretations. If we can bend space-time to be able to reach these other places, well, all we would need then is some sort of search device, a universal search engine, which I'm sure there would be no difficulty in making, and once we have it, we could find any possible variant of any possible world. If we found a way to isolate Earth-like planets only, we could perhaps visit every stage of Earth's history, though finding an exact match to our history in the infinite variations of infinite variations would surely be a daunting task. To be frank, finding anything in an infinite recursive universe would be essentially impossible. Number 1. The Ultimate. This concept of the universe attempts to grapple with the very concept of infinity. If the universe is infinite, ever expanding, and has differing spontaneous symmetry-breaking fields, a concept I do not understand in the least, then every condition possible would be met somewhere throughout the infinite universe. This means that every interpretation, every theory, every possibility is true. The universe is infinite and experiences different physical constants throughout it, resulting in every single possibility occurring somewhere. There may be universes within universes, fields of expansion which result in different physical constants, stable bubbles, a quilt of Hubble volumes. All of these theories are true somewhere in the infinite universe, or intersect even in unpredictable ways. If the universe truly is infinite with an infinite number of bodies within it, then the ultimate theory seems the most plausible, as in an infinite space, somewhere something must be true. Those were parallel universe theories that will stop you from sleeping. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and share, and be sure to follow for more.